Hello, I'm Jonathan Kirsch with the latest Lakewood news and events. During the December 12th City Council meeting, Friends of Paha presented the city with a check for $36,610 to support Lakewood's Camp Paha, which provides a summer camp experience to children and young adults with physical challenges and special needs. Council also voted to support a grant application for South Lakewood Elementary School playground improvements and to set the 2017 water and sewer rates for customers of the city's 2 small utilities. In other council business, residents requested to rezone the west side of the 1300 block of Holland Street to protect the agricultural history and feel of the block. The council approved the rezoning, which limits the kind of development allowed on the block and eliminated the possibility of allowing multifamily housing. Council also approved changes to the city's zoning ordinance after having a public hearing. The changes are part of periodic updates to address a variety of issues. And one quick reminder, council meetings are canceled until January 9th, 2017 for the holidays. To watch the December 12th City Council meeting online, visit lakewood.org/council videos. The Lakewood Police Department activated the reverse 911 emergency alert during last month's fire in Hayden Park on Green Mountain. If you didn't get the alert, it might be because your cell phone is not registered in Code Red. Code Red is the system that emergency agencies in Jefferson County use to make reverse 911 emergency calls to residents to alert them to situations such as needed evacuations. If you don't have a landline phone at your home, you'll need to go to lakewood.org/Code Red to register your cell phone. Lakewood residents recently joined Mayor Adam Paul to ring in the holiday season during the mayor's tree lighting at the Lakewood Heritage Center. The lights are free for the public to view and will be on through the end of the year. Kids also had a chance to go on a hayride and get their picture taken with Santa himself. The Severe Weather Shelter Network is looking for volunteers for the winter season. The shelter provides safe, warm, emergency overnight shelter for individuals living on the streets. Faith communities open their buildings with volunteer staff to feed and shelter up to 35 guests, an average of 70 shelter nights between October 1st and April 30th each season. For more information and to volunteer, visit swshelternetwork.com and click on the Volunteer Connections page to get connected. Join Bear Creek Lake Park in celebrating the winter solstice from 6 to 8 p.m. on December 21st. The event includes a short night hike, then gathering around a campfire for a marshmallow roast and burning of the Yule log. Please bring your own mug to enjoy a hot beverage. You can register at lakewood.org/BCLP events. Foothills Animal Shelter serves Jefferson County by caring for more than 9,500 orphaned animals each year, and it'll be continuing its mission in 2017 with the help of its new Executive Director Richard Eveleigh, who joins us here today. Thanks for joining us, Richard, and welcome.
Thank you.
Before we get started learning about you, tell us a little bit about your friend that you brought.
Sure. We have Annie here this morning. Annie is a 4-month-old terrier mix, and she's been with us just over a week, and she's been spayed, and we're ready to adopt her out and find her new home.
Great. I hope she finds a forever home soon. So let's talk a little bit about you.
Sure.
Tell us about a little bit about your background. Where were you before coming to the Foothills Animal Shelter?
Before coming to Foothills, I was the Executive Director of a suicide prevention organization here in Lakewood. And I was there for 5 years. I've got a strong background in mental health. And this is my first step into animal welfare work, although I've always had dogs and adopted animals and so on in our family.
And you've been with the shelter a little over a month now. It's going pretty good?
I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It's wonderful to see these lost and homeless animals enter the shelter, receive top-class health care that's provided by the shelter with our vets, and then to be adopted out and find their new homes. It doesn't get better than that. It's wonderful work.
And I think you might have just answered the next question, but what excited you about working with Foothills Animal Shelter?
Sure. Well, you know, sometimes to assess the value of an organization, it's good to imagine what the community would be like without it. And it's certainly true that if Foothills didn't exist, there'd be a huge hole in the community. There'd be so many lost animals. It would be a public health problem, particularly. And so it's a vital community resource. And beyond the fun of working with animals and beyond the great mission value of knowing that we're saving their lives, it's good to be heading up such an important and vital community resource.
Do you have any personal stories with your pets, or maybe a funny story when you started at the shelter that you'd want to share?
Sure. With my personal pet, we just moved from the Lakewood area actually into more into the mountains.
Okay.
And our dog Bella, who's an adopted St. Bernard mix, really did go through some adjustment problems and issues, and it really struck me how sensitive they are and how important a secure home environment is for them, and to be sensitive to their needs when you're moving location and so on. And so perhaps not a funny story, but it gave me a good insight into some of the challenges that she has in her life, and
Sure.
just how important it is to provide a steady and secure home for animals.
Yeah, and I was just going to say that providing a forever home for the animals that are at Foothills Animal Shelter,
Yeah.
it's got to be rough on them. So the staff there being able to pair a forever home with the right dog and vice
Yeah.
versa is extremely crucial.
Absolutely, and you know our staff does an incredible job of making that match right, so that it's right for the animals and it's right for the families, and we have a very good success record of doing that.
Great. What does 2017 look like for the shelter?
Well, we'll be continuing our mission of providing the very best healthcare for every single animal that comes in through our doors, and that involves, you know, ambitious goals to adopt out and find the forever homes for these animals. We want to do more and more of that because the need is there. We want to extend our the veterinary services that we offer, the low-cost spay and neuter services to the community, and basically keep the show on the road. We're excited to have the second annual Toby's Pet Parade coming up, which is a wonderful opportunity for the public to get not only an insight into our work more, but also to support our work, because without the support of the community, we really can't do the outstanding work that we do. And so that's one of our key fundraising events that we're looking forward to in September.
Yeah, and I know that the first one that you had was extremely popular,
Yes.
and we've had Toby on the show, and he goes over to our police department a lot, and everyone loves Toby.
Yeah.
So,
He's a beautiful dog, isn't he?
yeah, he is. He is.
Yeah.
Another part of the mission of the Foothills Animal Shelter is licensing and getting the word out about why it's important to license your pets.
Well, I think the simplest answer to that is quite simply the case that animals get lost. This little doggy here, Annie, is lost, you know? And when animals are licensed, it increases the chances that they can be returned to their home. And so for the safety of the animals, or the safety of the dogs, it's the most important thing to do.
Mm-hmm. Great. Well, thank you very much, Richard, for stopping by and letting us to get to know you and to get to know Annie, and good luck in 2017.
Thank you so much.
If you want more information on Foothills Animal Shelter, you can go to foothillsanimalshelter.org. Lakewood will offer free tree recycling from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. December 26th through January 8th. Tree drop-off will take place at Lakewood's greenhouse at 9556 West Yale Avenue. Tree recycling is for Lakewood residents only, and trees must be free of all wire, ornaments, nails, and tinsel. You can find more details at lakewood.org. And if you have old, broken, or unused strings of lights, be sure to bring them to Lakewood's Quail Street Recycling Center for disposal through January 15th. Residents can drop off all types of holiday strings and no sorting is required. The center is open from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can find more details at lakewood.org/recycling. The 2017 annual pass for Bear Creek Lake Park is on sale now. Prices are $60 for Jefferson County residents and $75 for non-residents. You can either pick one up at the Community Resources front desk at 480 South Allison Parkway, or you can save $10 by going to lakewood.org/BCLP and purchasing the pass online. If you're looking for an easy stocking stuffer for family, friends, teachers, and students, check out Lakewood Recreation's Punch Passes. The 5-visit cards are available for purchase at any Lakewood Recreation Center through December 24th. Passes are valid at all 4 of the city's rec centers, and they cost $15 for adults and $10 for youth or older adults. You can learn more at lakewood.org/rec events. And that's it for this edition of City Scene. Stay up to date on the latest Lakewood news and events at lakewood.org. I'm Jonathan Kirsch. Thanks for watching.